This is a project that I've had in mind for about going on 2 years now, and I searched and searched for this particular adaptation and I could not find it. Come to find out, it's only published in a trilogy of Ingmar Bergman adaptations, and I found it, and once I read it I realized that the concept that I had in mind for A Doll's House fit perfectly with this adaptation, and I was thrilled. What we see is Nora is going to first appear in a 19th century dress. She will have the corset, which has been handmade for Janelle. Torvald will be in modern menswear to this minute dress. As the show progresses, they will each begin to remove pieces of their costumes on stage. The audience will be able to see this, and once we get past the party in the show, Matt will begin putting on men's 19th century wear, and Janelle will begin to put on modern women's wear. So we see this reversal in time happen. My idea, whether or not this is conveyed, but in my mind what I see is this idea that women over history, and quite frankly in recent history, as in so many women elected to Congress and the Senate, that's so exciting, women have been making progress and continue to make progress. Whereas this rhetoric that surrounds masculinity is saying we have to go back to this ideal. You know, this ideal masculinity, this idea that we've lost something along the way. So that's the comment, is that women have moved forward and men are being pushed back. And I think that this story really exemplifies that through this text.
Torvald, if you weren't so busy, Torvald, I'd ask you to do me a terribly big favor.
Let's hear. What is it?
Nobody else has such good taste, and I do so much want to look pretty at the costume ball. Torvald, could you take charge of me and decide what I should be and which costume I should come in?
Ah, so now my little egoist is looking for a rescuer, is she?
Yes, Torvald. Without your help, I can't get anywhere.
Throw out any idea you have of these characters. Start fresh. We are absolutely not going with what people assume these characters are. Nora is not a victim. Torvald is the best husband that the stage has ever seen. Mrs. Lind is actually the antagonist. I mean, and not the most boring character that the stage has ever seen. She so often is played. She just is kind of there. That's not where we are finding these people. Do not come into this assuming that you have seen these representations before. We are going to rediscover these characters completely. Few things. Get past the words. Most of you, I'm not going to say most of you, most often the words were in the way. What I mean is, don't get lost in the beauty of the words. This play will work if we treat it like any other play. We throw away 90% of the text, you know, and just, it's about communicating barely through the text and mostly through the action.